That's not... I didn't press that button to continue. I'm busy typing. Alright. Well, my computer blue screened last stream, so we didn't actually get to finish the world. But that's no problem. We can just finish it right here. No problem at all. It's a shame. Makes the streams look a bit messy, to be honest. But oh well. Doesn't really matter. I explained it in the comment section of the last stream, so if anyone gets confused, there's no problem. I distinctly remember this level. Oh, because I obviously played it 2 days ago. I was like, why do I remember this level so much? But yeah, I did try and play it, so that's why. It was like, it's almost as if I played it yesterday. It wasn't truly yesterday, but it was close. Close enough. I don't know how the audio is. Hopefully the audio is good. The game audio may be a bit loud, but we shall see. Yeah, I think it is. Let me just turn it down just a tad. I'm being paranoid. There we go. What Rayman game do I play next? Honestly, I probably should play Rayman 2 next, because I haven't actually properly played through Rayman 2. I've only played like the first 3 levels a couple times. We shall be helped. I'm glad I could actually honor those. I was thinking for a second I wasn't going to be able to. Yeah, I should probably play Rayman 2 next, I think. Then Rayman 3. Because it's going to be awfully weird if I go backwards. If I go from, like, Rayman 3 to Rayman 2. I recall this being a little difficult. Not too difficult, but a little. I'm glad we don't actually have to collect anything from those vases. Feels really good. Ooh. Is that it? Well, that's a cool castle. How do you get up the... Just thinking it'd be awfully awkward to get up to different parts of the castle, though. Man, I do wish I had a challenge in those loading screens getting to the end. That was such a fun aspect of Rayman Origins. Just a made-up game where we had to get to the end of the loading screen as fast as possible. Because it always loaded just before... Oh no, it's this level. I really didn't like this level in Origins, honestly. But now we don't really need to be too anal about... all the coins we collect. Sorry, not coins, lums. They're called lums. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. Man, they look so good, these levels. Hey, I was supposed to grab the tongue. The uvula. I would like to get these lums, so... I think if I have the spare time, I'm gonna do the weekly challenges. I might also stream those, but those probably won't last very long. That's like a kind of a problem. Granted, I can stream for as long as I want. It doesn't need to be instantaneous. Sorry, it doesn't need to be really long. But I don't really like doing streams that last like 30 minutes. I kind of like them to be over an hour long, because otherwise it feels kind of pointless. I also find that I just don't like doing multiple games on a single stream. I tried it a few dozen times, and I just, for some reason, my brain kind of automatically, what am I trying to say? The thing should appear over to the left, shouldn't it? Oh! It does. Alright. Well, at least we know that now. Just go all the way around twice. Yeah, I've tried streaming multiple games on a single stream multiple times, and I've never really liked doing that. I think it's because I have like just a personal like stream time. Hey, Kieran. So I have like a personal in my own head stream time where I want to stream for 3 to 4 hours at maximum. So if I play 2 games in one session, I'm probably going to play the second game not very long because... Oof, oof. Yeah, I'm probably not going to play the second game very long because I'll end up playing the first game for like 2 or 3 hours. Well, if I just restarted the stream and I could play both games for a lot longer. Hopefully we'll be 100%ing the game this stream. I'm expecting to. Because I have a decent amount of time. We gotta complete 2 whole worlds. Oh. We gotta complete 2 whole worlds in that time now. Including this one as well. Not including this one, actually. Oh! He is deceased. Let's go. Yeah, we should definitely have enough LUMs. It'll be 600. Maybe not, actually. Baldur's Gate 3 trailer was shown off. Looks good, though there's one big downside. I don't even know what Baldur's Gate is, so... Wow, it was only 300 and they gave us 600 LUMs. You had to try really hard to not actually get the required amount of LUMs for that. D&D, your man, my man. I don't really do D&D that much. Anyway, we completed that world finally. Now we can move on to the rest. That's what I was supposed to do this stream. The last stream. I was supposed to do those 2 levels last stream, but... Oh well. Big blue screen. I guarantee we've unlocked all of the levels after this. Most likely. Because it's given us a lot of LUMs. How many LUMs are we even on? I think we're only like 200k something. We're only like 1/5 of the way there. Yeah, if I'm doing the daily and weekly challenges in this game, it's not going to take too long, I hope, or I'd hope. I mean, I could stream this game for a lot longer and just grind out those levels until I get like a gold or a diamond. Because I honestly never gotten a diamond, because to get a diamond you have to get a crazy amount of LUMs. Not a crazy amount of progress in those levels. It's going to be exclusive to the Google console. The Stadia. Who cares at that point? There was this hilarious footage of the Google console of like people who were demoing it and like showing it off, and the delay was so big between the person pressing the controls on the controller and the character actually responding that they just unplugged their controller and were like, yeah, fuck that. And that was at a LAN event. That was an event that Google had like catered. So if the delay is that bad during an event that Google themselves catered, jeez. I can't imagine actually playing on the Google console. I know for a fact that I'm not that interested. Steve Serendipity time. Actually, how many worlds do we have? It's just this and then Mystical Peak, I think. And they tried to make it a streaming console? Yeah, which is exactly the problem. If your internet dips at any point, the game just fucking bloop, gone. Lost all your progress. It's something that everyone's like, yeah, that sounds kind of cool, and then when the people actually get it in their hands, they're like, yeah, this sucks ass. Why would you do this? It's one of those things that sounds good on, like, invisible paper. And I say invisible paper because it isn't a good idea anyway. Like, you may as well just be writing nothing, because that's better than a console that's dedicated for streaming. It's just pointless. I'm going to check and see if I've missed anything. Although again, you don't need to be that stingy. Now, try to cheese it. Oh well. I didn't miss anything. Yeah, a streaming console's not a good idea. Maybe in like 10 years, when everyone has like super good internet, sure, you can try it then. But now, even when people still don't have fiber optic, some people, it's kind of silly, and especially because we don't really have the, I wouldn't say the tech, we wouldn't really have the right mindset when it comes to streaming games. Saying we don't have the right tech is the wrong way to put it, but... Oh, come on. So I'm definitely not buying it. I don't really care what exclusives it gets, unless it gets, like, a Rayman game, then I'm probably not buying it. Like, you have to do something really, really captivating for me to buy it. Otherwise, I'm just kind of not interested. I've got the, like, I'll just buy a console where I can play a game without having to worry about my internet dipping. Come on. Jesus Christ, that was an inflation fastest dream and a half. Oh yeah. I was always kind of half playing dumb whenever I was playing these games, and I was like, why does Rayman have so many inflation fascists? And then it was like, it's like one of those things that it's so obvious you can't see it. You're looking way too hard, like, why? And then like whenever it's something popped in my head where it's like, oh yeah, the characters inflate when they die. That's why. It was not a wise choice to do that on Ubisoft's part, but I'm glad they kind of half removed it for Rayman Legends. I mean, who cares really? I'm not really glad they removed it, I just don't really care, I guess is the right way to put it. It's like, it doesn't really do anything for me, so it's just a quirky way they die. Doesn't help they do show like the characters' panties during the inflation, but definitely doesn't help. I can see what they were going for though. Oh yeah, that's the hard way. I always usually went the hard way. They made it easier. There used to be another serpent snake right here. Weird. Weird how they made that easier. I think these are the definitive versions of these levels, I'll be honest. I think they're the best. They just removed all the tedium from the levels before, made them easier, made them less annoying. I definitely think these are the better versions. So not only does Rayman Legends have half of Rayman Origins in it already, but they're also just the better versions of those levels. Which is why I keep saying that Rayman Legends is just better than Rayman Origins. Just pretty much outright. Because it has half of Origins already, and the half that isn't Origins... The half that isn't Rayman Legends is just better. Just better versions of the levels. I wonder if anyone's gone down the entire way of that by just, like, not doing the smash attack. Probably someone out there. Not to mention, most of these levels look better as well. They look pretty similar to what they did in Origins, but they did improve the graphics. They did redraw them for Rayman Legends. Anything down here? No. We're already at 600 lums, so we don't really need to try anymore, but I'll keep collecting lums. Lums actually mean something in Legends, so... Well, lums after the limit. Which is also something I liked about Legends. The lums, like collecting more lums than you're needed to, actually does have purpose. Did I collect everything? Hopefully. So I don't think we can go back. Yep, we did. Strike! Honestly, I kind of wondered recently how magic works in the Rayman universe. Like, it's never explicitly mentioned that magic is a thing, I'm pretty sure. Maybe in Rayman 3, because Rayman 3 had a lot of dialogue. But I'm pretty sure that like stuff like magic and spells and just like flying in general as well, powers, etc. None of that stuff is like, really explicitly mentioned in Rayman. Throughout most of the games, I'm pretty sure. Maybe through Rayman 2 or Rayman 3, because I haven't played through Rayman 2. It's just assumed that it's just a part of the world. Oh, I'm still here. I thought I went through. Great, we have this. Yeah, the dark sections. They weren't that bad. Man, E3 is like 4 days away. That's crazy. We are so close. Ah! Tried to sneak in, didn't work. Oh well. Don't know what I'm expecting for E3 when it comes to... Well, I'm expecting a lot of stuff from Nintendo, but everyone else I'm kind of like, just do what you want, and if it's cool, it's cool. Hoping for surprises, basically. I have the feeling this year's E3 will be a letdown, really. I don't really know. I wouldn't really agree. I get the feeling that Nintendo's going to knock it out of the park, like they usually do. Microsoft's also probably going to knock it out of the park, and they're also going to be revealing their new console, I would have to guess. The next gen of Xbox. But, they're probably going to have a lot of Halo Infinite, a lot of Halo MCC, etc., stuff like that. But so far we don't really know what anyone's doing, so either people are doing nothing, and there's going to be no surprises, or there's going to be a lot of surprises, because we don't really know what they're doing. Like, when I think of Xbox, I'm thinking, alright, so what can we expect from them? And I'm like, I don't really know. Nothing's been announced. Like, there's no new Crackdown, because Crackdown 3 sucked, but there's no new, like, I suppose from Ubisoft we're going to get Beyond Good and Evil 2. But, like, we've seen Beyond Good and Evil 2 for, like, 3 fucking E3s at this point, and we're like, whatever. Like, do you have the game in, like, a playable state or not? Because at this point, I don't think I care too much. You want to see what lies Bethesda comes up with this time? Same. I want to see what bullshit they come up with. Although they did say that we're not getting anything of Elder Scrolls or Starlink, which is kind of also just like, why? Like, what's the point? But, and that just means we're going to get lots of Doom Eternal. Which I'm hyped about. I can't wait for that game. That's going to be a great game. I hope. So yeah, I'd love to see more Doom Eternal, and we're going to get to see a lot of it by the sounds of it. Because they're not showing off anything else. Anything else they show, probably just be a surprise. We might get some snippets of... Yeah! We might get some snippets of stuff we know about before. I just don't really know what we know at this point. Because it doesn't sound like we know a lot. So it's going to be old for Doom Eternal and maybe for Rage 2. I don't think Rage 2 is going to be there that much. Rage 2 kinda... I wouldn't say it flopped, but it kinda... like a wet fart. Nothing really happened. It came out and everyone was like, eh... Who cares? Oh, that's bad. Also, if Fallout's gonna be there, it's gonna be Fallout 76, and at that point, no one really cares. So... Oh, I forgot one. Coincidentally, it was like the first one. I know EA in there, they've already shown off their stuff. Yeah, EA aren't going to be there, thankfully. So we're not, at least one boring conference is going to be gone. I'm going to be honest, Sony's was probably one of the worst last year. They were in the kind of bad category, I would say. So them not being here this year, I'm kind of just like, whatever. Yeah, like, we're going to miss you, but after last year, I'm not that miffed. Are Ubisoft going to be there? Yes. Ubisoft are gonna be there, so you know for a fact they're gonna be starting with like Just Dance 2020. They always do. That's the first reveal they make every single time. If it's not the first reveal, it's gonna be like the second or third. So that's why we're getting Beyond Good and Evil 2 from them, and I don't know what else. I'm not sure I like doing commentary about E3, the current E3. Yeah, I guess it's good to retrospect on it. But for the most part, it's going to be very dated. Watch Dogs 3, that's true, actually. I'm excited to see what they're going to do for Watch Dogs 3, because, honestly, Watch Dogs 2 is a really fucking good game. Watch Dogs 2 is really good. It is a actual sleeper hit. Like, Watch Dogs 1, it was marred in controversy and shit. The graphics controversy, who cares? Was it a good game? It was a decent game. There was nothing special. For Watch Dogs 2? Watch Dogs 2 is a really good game. And because the first one didn't really do too well, it didn't get a lot of interest. So, it's just sad. Another Assassin's Creed. I don't know if I would expect another Assassin's Creed. The Assassin's Creed at this point is on a 2-year cycle. And we got... what's it called? And we got Odyssey last year, so I don't think we're getting another Assassin's Creed. Could be wrong, but I doubt it. And if it is, it's probably a spin-off like Rogue. Oh, I thought that's cheating. You can't do that. You can have some that do have bits you can destroy them with, and then bits that you can't. I'm hoping I'm not missing anything. It's really not the easiest to tell in these dark environments. Dark geos. I'm gonna have a look over here. There's a spot you can kind of crouch, creep through. Yep, I knew it. I'm glad I checked. I did mention this a few streams ago, but hoping for a Rayman game is like false hope. I will laugh at this show for another Rabbids game. Okay, for real, Mario and Rabbids is really good. Like, this all you want, but Mario and Rabbids was a great game. Pretty fantastic, actually. So them doing another one, I would be perfectly fine with. They made the Rabbids bearable, which is like a... Oof, which is a skill. Like, that must have taken real skill to make the rabbits from being, like, effectively the game version of Minions to something that was actually kind of funny. Something that was actually interesting and cool to play with. They put rabbits in For Honor, yikes. See, the cool thing about Rabbids and Mario is that, as someone who is a rabid Rayman fan, no pun intended, them putting Rabbids, them turning Rayman into Rabbids, like the, you know, Rayman Raving Rabbids thing, that kind of made me furious. That's the type of thing that maybe I was like, why? Why are you doing that? So if you can do that, if you can fuck up that bad, a franchise that I love, and then proceed to, I'm gonna go this way because I think there's a teensy, yeah. Just smart. No. So if you can turn me, a rabid Rayman fan, not a Rabbids Rayman fan, a rabid Rayman fan, from someone who really hated rabbits to turning me to thinking, yeah, I think they're alright. They're kind of funny. They're kind of cool. Then you've done a pretty damn good job. MK11K, they're putting in Shaggy. Are they? Are they legitimately putting in Shaggy? Because I'm actually pretty interested. Like, everyone was doing it as a meme, but I was thinking about it from, like, a logical perspective, and it's a really good idea. Like, it is actually a genuinely good idea because Warner Brothers owns the Scooby-Doo license and they publish Thingy anyway. And they publish Mortal Kombat. So it just makes sense from like a licensing standpoint. They already have the license. So, not to mention it's just like a good meme thing to put on, and it's definitely the type of thing where I'd be more likely to play Mortal Kombat 11 if they put him in, because it's just a funny thing. It's just a neat, cool little thing. Finally, the last DLC. I honestly, I think I like that. That's gonna make me play Mortal Kombat 11 because I own it and I tried to play it, but it's you can only play so many fighting games at a time. And if you can't get into one and you're already into another, then it's very hard to get into another. At the time, I was just kind of obsessed with Dragon Ball FighterZ. So trying to get into another fighting game wasn't in the cards. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I'm glad that they actually, like, I would say listened, but like, I'm glad they thought it was cool enough to actually do. Plus, Mortal Kombat and joke characters, they go together like butter and bread. They recently did say no. No, they didn't. They said no, but they were joking about it at the same time. They were kind of being like, yeah, it's a joke. Because he posted the image of Shaggy already being in MK, but it was like a mock-up image. Ed Boon, he posted it. And they kept getting pushed. I don't think they kept getting pushed. I think they just thought it was a cool idea at that point, because I did see this, yeah. Alright. I don't think they kept getting pushed, though. I think what happened is they were like, hey, people really want this thing because it's a cool, funny meme, and they were like, well, we have to kind of go through some licensing shit, we have to kind of go back and forth with Warner Brothers. We'll see. If we get it, we get it. If we don't get it, then whatever. And I think they finally got through all the negotiating, and they were like, yeah, you can do it. That's fine. Because I think the biggest problem with putting Shaggy in Mortal Kombat 11, or just putting any cartoon character show in a serious game like Mortal Kombat 11, is the fear of brand reception for Scooby-Doo suddenly tanking because you just put Shaggy in a game where people rip their heads off. And he's going to be doing the exact same thing. See, that's the main problem I think they had to go through. Was saying like, okay, can we please put him in the game, and hopefully it won't hurt brand reception on Scooby-Doo. They did have Jason and Freddy. See, the thing about Jason and Freddy is that they were already in franchises that did lots of gore and brutal deaths. And Leatherface and like Predator and Alien, they're all horror icons. But having a child's TV show character in the game, that's a completely different story. That's one of those things that's like a big no-no. You could easily ruin Scooby-Doo's reception that way. Scooby-Doo comic-wise is a proper horror, but it's not gore horror. It's not like Mortal Kombat. It's not like Jason. It's not like Freddy. It's like child horror. You know. I want it. Gimme. Thank you. The monsters are real and they kill. Yeah, but it's like I said, it's child horror. It's not adult horror. Like every other joke character they put in. Every other joke character has been adult horror. See people get ripped limb from limb. Really? I wouldn't expect that. Either way, I think it's a cool idea. It just works. As like an actual proper Joker, which by IDW. Ah, I know IDW. They do the My Little Pony comic, and the My Little Pony comic is super friggin' dark in places. It is crazy dark and disturbing in places. Ow. So I can expect that. The IDW typically push their luck a bit when it comes to. They do like 90s cartoon stuff. Ren and Stimpy maybe, a bit, and the Transformers, yeah. But I'm glad that they're able to push their luck and do some crazy things, especially with such like child-friendly IPs. I think part of it's because the only people who are really interested in the comics are going to be the adults. So, like, the bronies who are into My Little Pony are going to be the ones reading the comics, not the kids, mostly. And if the kids do, then having the scary character is not that bad. Yeah, if the comics are by IDW, then I can definitely see them being a bit weirder when it comes to Scooby-Doo. A bit more adult-oriented. Scooby-Doo is intended to be teen horror. And if the comics showed how changelings are properly made. Huh. I haven't kept up to date on anything like that, so I wouldn't know. Man, this level's ages. This level lasts a long time. We're also getting a crap ton of llams. Yeah, IDW is a good person, a good company to go to for comics, because they're typically able to push their luck quite a bit. Yeah, I think it's just nice. It's a cool idea to put Shaggy in Mortal Kombat. I was hoping they were going to, because I knew it was the type of thing that it's just a PR win-win. In terms for the game, it's a PR win-win. In terms for Scooby-Doo as a franchise, depends how they do it. See, I think they're maybe gonna go on like a halfway in, halfway not route, where it's gonna be Shaggy, but it's not gonna be Shaggy. If you know what I mean? Like it's kind of hard to describe, but I think like maybe like a fake Shaggy in the sense where he's supposed to be Shaggy, but he's got a different name. They did that with a couple characters, and they also do it with stuff like Dead by Daylight, where in Dead by Daylight, Freddy's called the Nightmare, and stuff like that. Or what is the other ones? But basically, Dead by Daylight gets around a lot of the things they do because they call them different names, and there are different interpretations of the character. They're just. So I think that's going to be the same for Shaggy. I think it's going to be Shaggy, but it's going to be not. Hey, school! It's not going to be that Shaggy. It's going to be a bit more of a risky Shaggy. So if they do start getting controversial, and people are like, it's a kid's character, they're going to go, well, he's not actually Shaggy. He's like a dude wearing like a Shaggy shirt. That's the type of thing I expect them to do. I'll be surprised if they do go with a proper Scooby-Doo Shaggy. At least one that doesn't have some sort of TLDR explanation to kind of cover their asses. But I expect them to have an explanation that covers their asses. Shaggy. Yeah, something like that. That's the type of thing they would do, Shaggy. And that fits with Mortal Kombat's naming schemes and stuff like that. Like, fuck you, Goku. I basically just think they're going to go with an interpretation instead of actually just putting in Shaggy. Which I think people will still appreciate. People will be like, yeah, that's cool. And it allows them to cover their asses if shit goes south. But they probably already have it all figured out anyway, so we'll just see in the upcoming months. It's cool that they're actually doing it. I'm actually glad that we as a whole, the entire world, is moving more towards... Like, we've gone through a period of protection recently. Where, like, from the early 2000s to the late 2010s, we kind of went through a period of protection for the kids and for teens and stuff like that, where, like... And I'm sure you know what I mean. Like, all the shows being super child-friendly and super safe. Apparently Shaggy's real name is Robert Rogers. So they might go with something like that then. I can see them doing that instead. See, and then if Shaggy's just a code name, then they got even more of a reason to just choose any random character and call them Shaggy, and then you're good. No problem. That's why I don't think they're actually going to bring in proper Shaggy. Yeah, recently we've gone through like a period of protection with the world. Child friendly. Tell it to them Nazis. But I'm so glad we're actually kind of moving out of it now. We're moving back towards allowing more controversial things, being more open. The world as a whole is becoming more sex positive as well. Which is a very good thing, I would think. Just a very good thing for society, I would say. Moving out of the phase of sex being like a taboo thing, and more just like, yeah, it's what we do. It's what humans do. Oh, Gravity Falls is extra great dark. I really like Gravity Falls, but I feel like it pads its runtime a bit too much. Like, if you know what I mean. The first season of Gravity Falls is mostly useless, except for pacing. Ow. The entirety of Gravity Falls Season 1, aside from foreshadowing, is almost all just pacing. Like, pacing for the second season. Where they needed episodes they could put on repeats. Ones that weren't always just about the story and about how dark it was. And then with Season 2, they kind of went fully dark on the second half of Season 2. Because they were like, alright, we can finally do what we want. Because we've made enough filler episodes. Starts way too slow. I would have to say so, yeah. So it's just a bit too slow. Doesn't properly break in until a certain point. I would say it's fine, mostly, that it starts really slow. But, I think it could have done a lot more with its dark themes. Been a little bit more open about them early on. It's still a great show. It's still an absolutely fantastic show. I just think it's got growing pains early on, where they didn't truly know what they wanted to do. But I wouldn't class Gravity Falls as like a dark. I would class it as a dark show, but I wouldn't class it as like something that's trying to break the mold. Oh, I just gave myself to that dude. I let him bore me. Gravity Falls does get pretty dark. Extremely dark at the end, actually. But for the most part, it stays pretty safe. It's a pretty safe show overall. Just has some good cult following potential. Which it did garner, so. Get what you mean, we were getting more adult cartoons, for example, BoJack Horseman or a classic Archer. Yeah. We're getting a lot more adult content now. A lot more, what would be controversial teen content. Kids' TV shows are getting a bit more braver. That exact same thing happened to me when I played that level originally in Origins last week. The exact same thing. Yeah, kids' shows are getting a bit braver now, which is it's good to see. Like Steven Universe, love it or hate it, it's very brave with what it does. Latest good one is Tuca and Birdie. I did see a lot of that when I was browsing through Netflix. It was advertising it to me like back and forth, and I was like, do I want to watch that just yet? Do I want to watch it? I'm probably gonna watch it. I think it looks kind of cool. So I'll watch that fairly soon. I still haven't watched season 2 of Sabrina. I'll need to get onto that. I also think part of the reason we're getting more adult content is because the family. Is it the family? Time to uninstall WoW. What happened? Well, this the FBI. Furry bulges. Ew. Did we miss anything? We haven't missed anything yet, I think. If we have, we can go back. Yeah, I'm glad that we're moving forward rather than backwards, because we kind of went backwards a bit. And then we're going forward again. I would say it feels like we're becoming more confident. Like this is very philosophical and like high and mighty sounding, but I think we're kind of finally becoming more accepting of us being animals. Like it's very pretentious sounding. Well, I'm sure you know what I mean. We're more like, yeah, we're animals. We have animal natures. And we're just making content and for us now. I remember this. This annoyed the hell out of me. Looks like they made it easier because there's a lot less of them here. Oh. The UK and US are. Every other, well, a lot of other countries are kind of moving backwards. But, oh my god, did you see, in My Hero Academia, the Philippines censored Momo. No, censored Momo. And they did it in the most bizarre way. Oh yeah, and we're moving forward as in terms of like sexuality and transsexuals and obviously it's just stuff like that. Moving further ahead with that, which is very good. Soon enough, we're gonna have the problem of transhumanism. I think in like the next 5 years, it's gonna start becoming a problem where people are like, "You're not human if you're a robot arm. You're not human if you have a prosthetic leg." And everyone, and like me, I'm just gonna be like, fuck off. Who cares? Get with the past. Don't get with the present, old man. We're gonna have to start dealing, like you'll have to prepare yourselves for this, but we're gonna have to start dealing with the arguments of like what truly makes us human fairly soon, like 2025, stuff like that. We're actually gonna have to start dealing with that. Unfortunately, because there are going to be tons and tons of people who are going to be just really annoying about it. I'm not really articulating myself that well right now, so I'm half concentrating. Where are the lumps? I'm sure you know what I mean. Soon enough, we're gonna have to deal with having to describe to people what truly makes us human due to transhumanism. Like, if you replace your whole body with a full cyborg body, are you still human? Yes, you are, but like a lot of people would disagree with that. But we haven't been asking those questions yet. We have in fictional media, but we haven't haven't had to ask those questions to someone in real life with a genuine answer from them. So all the old folks this time, instead of being like, "Oh, we don't like gays, it's against the Bible," instead we're gonna have to now go like, "We don't like robots, they're against the, I don't know, the Geneva Convention or whatever, some rubbish." I'm gonna have to start dealing with that instead. But I'd like to hope that we've us as a society have progressed far enough that we can automatically quash those claims. Am I even gonna have enough lums? Surely. Yeah, surely. Yeah. Am I? Maybe not. I think you get 30 from these dudes. Hang on, let me restart this sequence, see if I can get more kills. Just so I can make sure I'm at 30. Damn it, I'm not. Wow, this is one of the few levels in this game we're gonna have to replay. Unfortunately. That sucks. I'll replay it at the end of the stream. Because we missed the golden trophy, which means we basically have to do the entire level again, collecting everything. If we just missed the teensy, it'd be a lot easier. Because then we just have to go and get that teensy and then yeet out. I didn't even get any lumps from those dudes. Oh, this is the boss, is it? No. Obviously it's not the boss. What am I talking about? The boss is the last level. I'm hoping we'll see more of the Dragon Ball RPG again at E3. Because Microsoft have been pretty buddy with Dragon Ball recently. They're like, hello fellow weebs. Yes, we like Dragon Ball too. Ow, ow, ow. Whoa! Never asked how your day been. My day's been pretty good. I slept for most of it. So I was just kind of bored and I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna go to sleep. It's future me's problem. Oh, get a teensy. Thank you. Whew. Oh! Man, I've bought so many games recently on PC that I just haven't played yet. I bought Tumbleweed yesterday on PC. I already had it on Switch, but I haven't really played it too much on Switch. It's not really a good game. I wouldn't say it's a good portable game. Even though it's a roguelike, it's one of those portable games that you have to kind of pay very, very close attention to. Well, not a portable game, but it's one of those games where you just have to pay really close attention to it when you're playing it. Because it's all about a balancing act of keeping your character above the ground and making sure that you're... It's the type of game that you can't really turn on, play a few bits, and then turn back off again. So I bought it on PC. I know I was going to eventually buy it on PC, because it's the type of thing I would rather play here on stream than just solo. Oh yeah, the Tricky Treasure, I forgot about that. Now this is the one that lasts forever. This lasts ages. That's the entire length of the song and more. I also bought Void Bastards, but I haven't played it yet because it's one of the, like, me with games, I'm kind of always like, I don't want to just start playing a game that I know I'm going to pick, I'm not going to stay with. I like to play games at specific times where I know I'm free to play them. So I won't just boot up a game and be like, oh, that's cool. And then, like, I'll be like, oh, I'll play that again later. I like to dedicate my time to playing the games. Make sure that I always have enough time to play them. Ouch. That's not fair. So yeah, I'll probably stream Tumbleweed at some point in the future. Near future-ish. Sometime in the next week. Although next week is going to be pretty much dominated by E3. So most of my streams will be for E3. Just me streaming E3. And I'm not sure if I'm going to stream in between the E3 conferences. Maybe, probably if I actually do want to stream some games. But don't lose your heart. Don't lose your way. No! Oof. Gotcha. We were planning on going back to work next week, but I'm probably going to stay home and watch E3 instead. I would say that's a smart decision, but that's probably not like a... Wow. She just froze there. She didn't actually do her dance animation. She was like, yep, I'm here. E3 lasts until the 11th? Tuesday. It lasts until Tuesday next week. Let's do this boss. I'm sure they're still not very good, so I have a decent excuse anyway. That is a pretty decent excuse. Well, let's not grab the, I didn't want the bonus levels anyway. I'm not sure if I'll play Void Bastards on stream at some point. I might, since I said I own it. Might be worth streaming. No. I screwed up. Oh, god damn, we have to do the entire thing again. Nice checkpoint, fellas. Oh, I thought the TNC wasn't there. Look at how long this is taking me. I'm probably not going to have the time to do this. I think I'll try and still do the second world. Yeah, I'll do it, but I'm not going to have any time for doing the weekly challenges like I thought I would. We'll see. That's not fair. Oh, I have to depends how long I'm going to have to replay this. Or... I always like this location, actually. I always called it Port Panic, because that was the name of the first level of Sea of Serendipity. The first or second levels. It was called Port Panic, and I thought, that's a cool name. So I always called it Port Panic as a locale. Obviously the area is called the Sea of Serendipity, but I like to think the village is called Port Panic. Headcanons. Just rush down. Just get all the way down. Here we go. Hey, No Name Red. Sorry, No Name Ned. Sorry. I think I remember how to do this boss. This one's a weird squiggly dude there. And you hang over here. Oh, sorry, you hang over here instead this time. No, you don't. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. For how long have you been streaming tonight? About, just over an hour-ish. So you stay up here, over here. And it should spawn in his tail here. No! Really? And then it goes away? It'll do again. And he should appear to the right or left. There we go. Easy, boss. That's a nice noise. Thanks for making that noise. Using W in words. We actually barely just made the lum counter. Lum count. Thanks for the follow. No Name Ned. I really need to sort the spacing on that. Put it back to the middle. It's because I actually upgraded my OBS to capture in 1440p instead of 1080p. So it's kind of everything got a bit smaller. We are very close. 52 more lums. Remember there. Lums. 52 more teensies. Jeez. It's a lot of levels. You doing karaoke at 300? Oh, it's midnight apparently because I can hear my phone alarm going off. Oh, the glow box men aren't here. Oh, they're right there, but they're usually like running around. Alright, hang on. Let me get my phone to shut up. Yes, we get it. It's midnight. Don't need to tell us. Oh, there's a block there, right? Oh, I actually got it. Alright, those dudes have hard hats. Man, I love this game so much. It's such a damn good game. Come on, do the up thing. Just do the side one. Can we run up here? No. I can deal with that. Oof. Alright, let's do that better this time. Much better. Much, much better. The moment when you're making a cup of tea and as you're about to put the sugar in the spoon, once the side of the cup and half of it spills. It's a very specific situation. Like if you're British. Only British people remember. It's a British problem. Remember the one time the governess said, "No tea for me"? Like if you disagree. Oh, I missed the... What's down here? Can't hide shit for me. I remember this level. I have Iron Brew. Ow! Man, well, I'm getting up here, so... Wow, we're already at 600 lumps. I have big knob, like if you agree. Raise your hand if you agree if I have big knob. Hopefully we haven't missed any teensies. Hopefully they're all here. Wrong way. You're punching the wrong way. I haven't missed any. Good. Peapod pad, like if you agree. Now that's an inside meme. Slice that bad boy. I'm free! Yes, you are. You can attack me later. I'm pretty sure these dudes were in the original Rayman. Those enemies that make the balls, and then they just throw them at you. Inside jokes are always the best. They're always the best until like years later when even you don't understand them. Is Jordan Puma furry? What? You know what? Currently unfollowing. Sorry, I had to kill him a bit early. This is a clause for it in the description. Yeah, in my description it says so. He used to be, that's the thing. Jordan Puma used to be a furry. That's why I kept making the joke. Alright. Let's not play like horrible people. People who are bad at video games. But he used to be a furry. What's your opinion on furries? You're kind of half looking at one. So... I missed one! I will get him. I mean, I wouldn't really, like, call myself one. Maybe. Maybe not. But, like, I draw furry characters. I have a furry OC. But I don't, like, associate myself with it. I think it all depends on, like, the tolerance of the small culturistic subgroups like furries, bronies, or whatever. All depends on how they frame it. Like, I don't really mind anyone who's like into any of that stuff. It just depends on how they, if they make it entirely a part of their character or not. I mean, you can like whatever the hell you like. It doesn't really matter, unless it's illegal. Don't like illegal shit. I'm looking at you, Pro Jared. They're okay as long as they ain't the please give me huggy wuggies. Dude, those ones are funny. Because they 100% do it on like ironically, and it's hilarious. I mean, occasionally I beat it to furry anti, but I ain't a furry. I've got 3 fursuits, but I ain't a furry. Is it a fursuit or is it like a mascot suit? Why did I just jump off the edge? Alright, so I want to get on here. Will that work? Yep. I've got 4, but I ain't a furry. And for Warhammer Space Marine outfit. Dude, wearing like a full body Warhammer outfit would be the most constricting thing in the world. If it's like a legit Warhammer outfit, the ones that are massive, like 7 feet tall, super clunky, they're really cool. Man, feel sorry for people wearing them. I'm taking the most heinous route possible to get up here. All for a skull coin. Worth. It is, and I mean, have you seen how big I am? I sweat like hell in it. It's true. Plus, you're fat Harry Potter, so... That's my favorite Harry Potter book. The one where he eats a bunch of... He drinks a bunch of peanut butter. And becomes fat. And he's like, Ron, hand me the dough. Ron was spiders. That's my next cosplay. Drinks a bunch of peanut butter. I said that on purpose. Like, you can drink peanut butter. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. Ron, hand me another donut. Ron, use your magic to spawn me another donut. Harry, if you're too fat, you can't beat Voldemort. Who cares? If I'm too fat, he won't even fight me. Now that's the true Harry Potter, but my god, J.K. Rowling is like, well, Harry Potter was actually 200 pounds all along. See, I had a fat character in the Harry Potter universe the entire time. Love me, guys. I'm inclusive. I'm half concentrating because I want to get through this without having to. Just there we go. Anything up here? Yep, teensy. I actually can't believe I got him like that. Flipendo, said Harry with a mouthful of KFC. You mean Flipendo? Now that's the Harry Potter I remember. Oh, it's the boss. I forgot this was the boss level. I attacked at the perfect time there. Oh, come on. Give me teensy. We good. Get on the platform, please. Look at this pro gamer over here. I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move. Well, JK has come out with Ron was trans. No, no, she has not. She absolutely has not. There's not a chance in hell she's said that. Because that's even a bit ridiculous for her. Hey, so this world, it said it was going to be the Mystic Peak, but we're actually moving on to the non-Mystic Peak levels. We're moving on to the Steampunk levels. So it's lying to me. This game's lying to me. Oh, no. Ouch. See, they say apparently wizards circle jerk in the common room. I bet they do. You ever seen Voldemort? He's the type of dude who would absolutely circle jerk. Dude has no nose. Oh, what, those don't destroy those now? So far, this is pre-Alias Man say betrayal. Well, it has to be because you actually learn the betrayal and you defeat him in the same world, in the same level. So, ouch. Get through. There we go. Ouch. Don't die. I don't want to replay this. Checkpoint. Come on. Checkpoint. A heart is also good. I remember dying to this spot, actually. I think it's because of those assholes. I'm so glad I could hit them without actually going in their line of fire, actually. Nice, we're here. I remember this level quite well, actually. Although this is probably one of the more recent levels in Origins that I ever played. Iris intensifies. Oh god. I wasn't looking. I was looking there. I had no justification. Oh, that's not bad. That's very bad. We got our health back though. Gonna get some sleep night all. See you later, Kieran. Ouch. Oh, Rocket actually killed it for me. Look. Oh no, we're gonna have to do those levels with the dudes, the robot dudes. Ah, I hate those. What a brother, go to bed, have a nice night. Hey, see you later. Everyone's going to bed now. Well, the night has just started for me. How long have we got? Yikes, yikes, that's a lot of levels to go. I mean, we already started the world, we may as well end it. So, I might be another 30 minutes or so. Maybe. Maybe. Whoa, they made this easier. That is significantly easier. I always find that like, these changes so weird. Because like, these levels were already kind of easy enough, but I suppose. Oof! Really? That was it? Wow. Yeah, I love how they just stop an animation and zoom. Getting fairly close. This level, it's this one. I have to do this part like several thousand times. Wow, they removed the enemies here. There used to be enemies there. They did make it awfully difficult. Oh, they moved them here. Nice. Man, the music in these games is just gorgeous though. Music has always been something that the Rayman games have been really great at. Every single game has a killer soundtrack. Where'd that batch of... There they are. Ow! I'll wait until they come back. What is this? Oh, Baldur's Gate, yeah. I was told about this earlier in the stream. Yeah, it's on the Stadia. By the looks of it. Exclusive to it, maybe? I've never actually played Baldur's Gate. In fact, I actually haven't heard too much about it. The most I've heard about it has been today. Same one to say, but it looks pretty good. It does. I heard it's. Actually, I didn't hear it was coming exclusively to the Stadia, but I did hear it was coming to the Stadia. I think I'm saying it wrong as well. I don't think it's called the Stadia. The Google console. Ouch. I thought there was a teensy down there before. Oh, there was a skull coin, I think. I can make that anyway. I don't even need to go to top right. I can just do the infinite climb glitch. So, technically, this is coming to PC. Could be interesting. Oh, I remember this. This was a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, I had to replay this level because I actually didn't get enough lums, I think. Wow, they also made this easier. That had a bunch of saws on the inside as well as the outside. Maybe the people that did Divinity Original Sin. Ah. I didn't play that, but I heard it was really good. Supposedly also a clean start. So you can play it without knowledge of the previous games. That seems to be the approach that companies want to go with recently because, well, sequels are getting awfully numerous now. In fact, they have to keep up track with every single one. Maybe it's even the reason they went with Modern Warfare as a reboot. Don't know what that dude was doing, but okay. Missed any? Don't think we have. Don't think we have. Hopefully not. Yeah, not so far. Woo! I wonder, is there anything up here? I bet you there isn't. I'm pretty sure I checked before, because I did like to explore these levels, see if there's anything hidden. Yeah, there's nothing up there. Demanding people play the previous games of your franchise, especially if it's an old franchise at this point, Because I think Baldur's Gate and 1 and 2, aren't they really old games? Not really old, I think they're like 2010 or something. I could be wrong. Whoa, almost ran into that. Oof, but I did run into that. Baldur's Gate 2 was 2013. That's not bad. Came out the same year as this game, actually. Damn it! What a weird jump. Not sure how popular they were. I don't think they were very popular. Maybe they were. I could be wrong. I hate these dudes so much. Dude. Hope we don't miss any teensies. You don't need to do that now. Oh god, no, no, no. Oh god. Speedrun time. Hopefully we're not missing one. I don't think we will. We've got another screen, so we're good. Yeah. Don't need those lambs. Who cares? I might do 1 or 2. I don't know, actually. I could theoretically do an infinite amount of Rayman Legends streams after this. But I might do a few more, because even though we'll have 100% of the game, we will still have... What's it called? We can still do the daily challenges and the weekly challenges and stuff. And if I want to get... What's it called? Oh, ouch. If I want to get true 100%, which is a million lungs, I'm going to actually have to grind that out. I would like to get it at some point. I'm not really saying it's a realistic thing to expect me to get now, in like a week, but it's something I could grind out over time. Damn it, mistimed. Ouch, too early, too early. It is a bit weird how it cuts out there, your running animation. Still does it there. There used to be a dude here. I guess they changed it because it was a bit annoying, which it was. I will get you. Damn it. Gotcha. How we doing for teensies? Not too bad. Molto bene. I just got corner trapped. Woo! Ouch, ouch, ouch. That's not fair. And anything that insta-kills you in this game is kind of cheap. What? That wasn't intentional. Okay. Apparently you can clip through the No! Damn it. Apparently you can clip through the geo there. So you just climb up here. How did I do it? Weird, weird. New speedrunning tricks. It's not actually that useful. If anything, it's a detriment, so... So that was weird. See ya! We want to be ya. We're gonna have to do Land of the Living Dead as well. Because I do know the Land of the Living Dead is a part of these levels. Good, because it's a very good section. One of the best sections in the game. Still good for teensies, so... How many of these do I want to get? Because you have to kind of grind them out here a little. Get all the small things. Oh, there's one up there as well. There was a game coming out that was on the Cry engine. I forgot what it was called. It was like Witch Hunt or something. Which, like, it was being made by... It's not Hunt Showdown, but it's kind of a bit like Hunt Showdown. But it's a... I forgot what it's called. It looked really cool. I'll have to look it up after this. I was wondering where it was going with development. Because nothing has been said about it for a while, I think. Any teensies here? Hopefully not. Really? Hopefully there's another teensy here. I think I can hear two teensies in here. So... What am I doing? I was thinking of going around. Yeah, see? Damn it! Remember when people were excited about Elder Scrolls Blades? And then everyone realized that Todd Howard was a lying piece of shit? I just wanted to make sure he was dead and he couldn't hit me. You're not dead? Seriously? God damn it. I hate these enemies. These are like the worst in Origins. Dude. What do I do here? No! Fuck off! Come on, these dudes are so annoying. Don't fucking kill me. Swear to God. It's probably not the way you're supposed to get that, but I can deal with that. Where's the entrance? I think it's on the low. Yeah, it has to be on the lower side, so we gotta kind of wait. Oh, thank God, we're done with those dudes for now, and we're gonna beat them and like see them again the next level probably. I think I'll do at least like 1 or 2 more streams of Rayman Legends. Although I would like to do the other Rayman games. We're very close. I wonder, do you just do the Land to Live Dead or you do the final boss? I hope you do the entire thing. I remember that you do the entire thing, but I could be wrong. It's also a shame you don't get to do the whole chase sequence with Airlays. You do miss out on some good bits if you just play this version and don't actually play Origins. It was worth playing both. Fuck. That was close. I don't even think this is the level with aliens in it. Get them all them lums. All them lums. It might be, actually. Yeah, it is. Hmm. I'm glad that this is a relatively quick level. Relatively quick. That's a lot of shit that I just avoided somehow. Hey, you actually stop here. You don't in the original. I suppose this cuts out all the story stuff of Origins, though. Of which there is very little anyway, so... Very nice. Lucky tickets, 20. Jeebus. It's a lot of lucky tickets. And we should be approaching 40,000k. Sorry, 400,000k. We should be approaching that for lungs. Gonna spend... Honestly, like, the hardest part about speedrunning this game would probably be this. Because if you mess up, you lose time. Like that. It's kind of hilarious, actually. That this is effectively the final boss. Man, all the creatures as well. Let's look at those. We have one more level though. And it should be the entirety of the Land of the Living Dead, I think. Maybe just the boss, but I think it's the entire thing. Three more to go. Bwig. That's what that thing was called. Kiplik. And we are one lucky ticket away from unlocking everything. Is this just the boss? Yeah, I think it's just the boss. Yeah. They give us all the teensies here. Oh, maybe they don't. Woo! That was a bit close. I thought that was closer than I was expecting it to get. You do your lava dip thing. Whoop! Oh, come on. Oh. That's annoying. The fact that they don't actually have the entire Toothy Land of Live Dead does knock off a few points for me. Because I'm kind of like, I wish I had that, but I guess that's a lot to redo. We can go on for one more while she does this, and just do that right there. Got it. That's actually pretty weird. She doesn't actually turn into Voodoo Mama. She just disappears. All the other ones actually turned back into their original forms, but they just disappeared. We killed them. That's every single teensy. Celebrate your victory with these 150,000 lums. Look at all them lums. And we're only a part of the way there. I was just thinking, like, how many times would you have to replay the game from start to finish with all the levels? Just to get... Because now that I'm thinking about it, you get a massive bonus in launch. Which means you technically don't even get 400k lums every playthrough. If you just... Like, if I just replayed the entire game right here, I wouldn't get any of the bonuses. But hey, we completed every single level, 100%. Almost. We still have that one more to do where we didn't get the trophy, and that's going to nag me if I don't complete it. But we can save that for next time when we're perfecting levels, and then we can do the challenges. No reason we can just not leave it. But hey, we got a new teensy here. We got a new skin. It's a shame. I really wish it was Aylays, honestly. I'm kind of really weirded out that they didn't actually make Aylays one of the teensies you can play as. Also, I love how the light interacts with the characters here. They have a weird slide. It's hard to activate for some reason. Yeah, and then we can do the challenges next time as well. What did we unlock? We unlocked 2 more. Waddicker, who lives inside a cave deep in the jungle. Sometimes he even comes out when he's hungry. We have 3 more. Hey, Oglet. Nice to see you actually back in a Rayman game. And we have that weird Teensy. I think it's the Undead Teensy, I'm pretty sure. Just the Baldur's Gate 3 is supposed to be the biggest game Ironsight ever done. Triple the size of their studio. Wow. And this is Naked Rayman. It's legitimately a naked Rayman. You get that's your reward for getting 1,000,000 lums. You get Rayman, but he's naked. There we go. That's Rayman Legends. Well, we're not done yet. We have like literally one more thing to do. But technically, we've just like true 100% of the game. Not true, but true. True is 1,000,000 lums. What are the challenges on today? And what is the weekly challenge? 8 hours, 3 days. So these are the weekly ones. Well, we can do those next stream. We can grind those out. Try and get gold at least. At least gold. And we'll do the music levels again, and then we'll true 100% the game. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Hopefully. What time is it? Yikes. Oh well. See you later then.